5 ways to get your next 100,000 followers on Instagram using these strategies that is completely free, that's completely organic, and algorithm proof. Hey, this is Peng Joon here today, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you how I utilize these different techniques over the last year plus in order to grow my Instagram account to 250,000 followers, and how when I started utilizing these strategies, how it made all of the difference for me. And yes, it is algorithm proof, so that means that even if you don't have an account right now, even if nobody knows who you are, even if you have like 7 followers on your Instagram account, even if Instagram changes their algorithm, you'll be able to utilize these different strategies. Now, one of the things that if you're watching this, you're probably thinking like, why are these strategies super important? And I'm going to be sharing with you today 5 of them in total, and they are going to be organic, completely free, perhaps with the exception of number 5. Number 5 is really a hybrid of both paid and organic, but the rest, they are all completely free. So let's talk about what they are. Number 1, content hacking. Now, content hacking is basically the understanding of the fact that whatever market that you're in, whether it's fitness or lifestyle or fashion or jewelry, the first thing to understand is that there's somebody out there in your marketplace, in your niche, in your industry that has figured it out. Always begin with the end in mind. Take a look at the different things that is already proven to work, because success leaves clues. And today I'm also going to be showing you the different things that's going to be tactical in nature as well, some of the sites, different resources that you can utilize in order to find out what's actually proven to work and engage, that gets the views, that gets the comments, so that you can always begin with the end in mind. Okay, so let's hop over to my desktop here for a second, and I'm going to be showing you a few different sites. The first one over here is called Social Blade, which is a great platform to look at content that is proven to engage. So I just typed in my buddy Jordan Yo, who is huge in the fitness industry, totally crushing it. In fact, he made a huge difference for me in my fitness journey as well. And let's just take a look at his content, okay? He's got close to about 700,000 followers now on Instagram. And on YouTube, he's got like 1.8 million, and on Facebook, he's got over 4 million followers, absolutely crushing on social media. So what does this mean? It means that if you are someone that is in the fitness market, one of the things that you can do is to look at people like him, people that built that following, whether it's 100,000 followers, whether it's 1 million followers, and see what it is that they're doing. Look at their captions, their photos, their call to action, their choice of images, okay? And you can do this not just by utilizing Social Blade to look at their numbers, their stats, and see if these are the people to give you the different ideas. But another tool that you can use is Viral Finder. Now, Viral Finder is actually a free tool that you can utilize to find good content to post on Instagram. Now, this is a great way to look at different images and videos posted by people in your market so that you can see what is trending, what is hot, and what is viral right now. Now, there are many different sites like that to actually give you an idea to do so that you can do your due diligence and find out what is proven to engage. Now, whenever I say this, content hacking, people think that, oh, that's unethical, that's copying. That's not what I'm saying. Copying is unethical. It is illegal. But what I'm saying is that if you take a look at what is already proven, this gives you an idea, a benchmark of what needs to be done so that you can make it better, okay? So what that means is if I were to go to my Instagram, okay, so going back to my Instagram right now, you will see that these different images, they are completely original. In fact, all of these different images are completely hand-drawn, illustrated. The different choice of words and the different messaging, all these different things. In fact, some of these video compilations, right? They are modeled from what is proven to work. In other words, it is both a mixture of originality, where the drawing is completely original, but the messaging, the words, the angle is modeled from something that is proven to convert. You're looking at the other celebrities, influencers, thought leaders. You're looking at their images, their captions, their call to action to model what's proven to work so that it gives you a benchmark as your starting point of what's actually working out there in your niche. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is to utilize and post stuff that is viral and engaging and finally shareable. And the reason why you want to do that is because in order to grow your account organically, one of the things you want to do is to get on the explore page. You want people to be tagging their friends. So in other words, linking back to number one, when you have an idea of what's proven to work, what's proven to engage, you gotta get these different angles, these different hooks, these different messaging methods, and then you're gonna post it. But the way you do it is you wanna make it engaging. And the way you make it engaging and shareable is through these few different methods. You could, number one, ask a question that's related to your post. So let's say your post was about commitment and getting people to take action. So right at the end of the post, put a sentence that says, what is something that you are committed to doing today? Let me know in the comments below. You could get them to share it by tagging their friends, right? After you have that message, you could say, tag 2 friends below that you feel will benefit from this. So now you're posting something that's viral, but you're also engaging your audience by asking them a question. Notice that in every single post that I put out there, 100%, I'm giving my audience a reason to comment below. Either I'm always saying tag a friend, either I'm saying post XYZ below if you agree. Let me know what your thoughts are. So now I'm getting people to comment and engage. And when you do that, in Instagram's eyes, in the algorithm, it looks as though you're putting out good quality content because people are engaging, therefore giving you more visibility. Okay? Number 3 is to engage with top pages. So remember when you were doing your research by looking at what's proven out there in your market, your niche. So what you want to do next is go to these different pages and engage with them. And one of the best ways to do that is to first switch on your notifications when you're following these pages. So what does that mean? Whenever I make a post and whenever the pages that you follow on Instagram make a post, you would be the first to be notified. The reason why you do that is the next time they post, instantly what you want to do is to go to this fresh new post and make a comment that either gives value, that is funny, that's witty, that's engaging, so that people see it straight away. And if you can get that initial momentum of likes in that first 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 3 minutes, what's going to happen is now it's going to be at the top of the comment. Okay? And guess what? If this post from this influencer has visibility, if it goes viral, your comment will always be number 1. This is how related pages and followers who are following a related page in your market, in your niche, will now be able to find your page and follow you organically. Okay? So engage with the top pages in order to get visibility for your own page, which brings us then to number 4. And number 4 is consistency. One of the most common things people will tell me is, well, Peng Joon, obviously it makes sense for you to be consistent and post 2 to 4 times a day because you have the following and you have a few 100,000 followers, and obviously if I had your following, I would do the same thing. Now, this is not a chicken and egg thing. Okay, most of the time people say, oh, when I have the following and when it makes sense, then I'll start doing it. But if you think about the logic and the reasoning behind that, that makes absolutely no sense. That's like saying,
I will start publishing my music when I have that platinum record label with 100 million fans, and then I'll start putting out the music.
It doesn't work that way, right? You put it out there, you put your work out there, even when nobody knows who you are. You're being consistent with it. And I know, again, this sounds super basic, but somehow this is not common practice. If you take a look at my Instagram, I literally have been posting consistently every single day, 4 times a day for about the last 2 years. That's when I started being consistent. And that's when I kind of really started on Instagram. Maybe slightly about 2 years ago, okay? And you can see from my numbers, I only started getting results when I started being consistent. And what separates legends from the average is really just consistency. The one skill set that you have right now that you're pretty good at, just think about that for a second. Whatever you might be pretty good at in life, are you good at that thing because you did it over a weekend with total immersion? Or do you have that result today because you were consistent with that activity over a long period of time? That itself should give you your answer. Finally is shoutouts. Now, there's going to be, of course, both a mixture of paid and free elements in here. But I have to mention this because shoutouts was something that made a huge difference for me, and therefore I needed to mention it here. So shoutouts, of course, could be straight up engaging influencers out there who do shoutouts for you. There are many sites out there, but beware as well. I don't want to recommend any because there's a lot of scams out there where it's just like weird bots. But shoutouts with legitimate influencers, and if you watch my other videos, I always say that there are a lot of broke influencers out there. People who have a following, but they have no idea how to monetize, and they monetize using shoutouts. So one way to actually build your following is to engage these different pages to do shoutouts for you. Now that would be a straight up paid method, but also there is free shoutouts. And when I say free, obviously there's some sort of barter involved, but this method could be you utilizing perhaps some sort of JV where you cross-promote each other. Now obviously this would require you to have some sort of visibility, some sort of following, so that it also benefits the other party. But ultimately, this is a hybrid method that could be free or paid, but is another great way to grow your account organically. The reason why I say organic, here's why. I believe that based on the Instagram algorithm, one of the things they want to see how notable your account is literally how many accounts out there are linking to your account. So just think of it as like the traditional search engine optimization method. So on Instagram, it's pretty much the same thing. They want to see how many other third-party Instagram influencers, well, not influencers, but other accounts in general, link to your account, and the weightage they give to each different account will differ based on the number that is associated to the account as well. So obviously, an account, for example, with 6 followers that link to your account is not going to be as powerful as an account that has got 370,000 followers that does an Instagram story or a shout out or a post that tags you in it. So understand that shout outs are not just for the instant following that you'll get because people click on your account, but also the fact that there is this link that you're getting that changes the way Instagram sees your account when another account links to your account. Does that make sense? So this is something that I speculate, by the way, Instagram will never reveal exactly how they're calculating, but definitely these sort of things will change the way Instagram looks at your account and how notable and how important they think your account is. So literally, these are the 5 different methods I've utilized over the last 2 years in order to grow my following to about 250,000 followers right now. And I believe that if you utilize these strategies, it would make a huge difference for you as well. Let me know in the comments below which ones you like most, what you feel is your biggest takeaway. And as always, click on the subscribe button, that little bell, if you feel that this video has given you value, and to follow me for future videos like this as well.